So video content, and this is a recent statistic from Google. So basically 90% of internet traffic will be video format by 2015. Now that is, I suppose, slightly misleading. It's not saying that all of it, all of the visits that you make will be in video, 90% will be video. What it's saying is that of the kind of bandwidth of internet usage, 90% will be video, because that's where you'll be spending your time. That's where you'll be spending the, doing the viewing and looking at a 2-minute video and consuming that content. So it's going to make people move quite quickly, those kind of numbers. It really is. But one of the issues right now is that I don't think there really is any high-quality video out there, or very little high-quality video. And for travel companies, we need it to provide that experience. And at the moment, it's hard for us to get up the listings on Google for it to be commercially viable to create that content. I think that the key to that is to make sure that when you're creating the video, that you put the script for the video behind it, so Google can then index the words within the script and decide what that video is about. At the moment, you appear top of YouTube or top of Google search purely really based on how recently that video is updated, so uploaded. So there needs to be some changes there, but I think there's things we can do that will allow those videos to be found more easily. And then there's the question of UGC versus sort of professional content. I think you can't forget the kind of skill that's needed and expertise that's needed to create the professional content. It really does take a different level of kind of knowledge and setup to do that, but it is well worth it when you can get that right. In terms of duration of snippets, it's something that's got to be tried. I think generally you're looking at somewhere between sort of 30 seconds and 90 seconds is kind of the type of time span that people really want to view when they're looking at kind of destination video. So it's worth thinking about building up those assets, and rather than having long sections of content, have many small sections that you can use in different formats. And again, tagging this up so it can be used in various different places. And just relating the last point really up to the top point, it is absolutely about there's going to be so much traffic coming from YouTube and from Google coming from video offerings. So then maps, can't forget maps. They are absolutely key in the plan and book phase. They provide and in the destination, and I don't think we can kind of look over the power of what Google can really offer here. If you're not using the Google API, you're probably missing out on quite a few of the sort of key parts of functionality they've built in there. But before you can do any of this, you have to make sure the content is geocoded. So that's not just a point of interest, a hotel, an attraction. It's the video, it's the images, it's the narrative section. So all of that can be kind of pulled together, displayed on a map if you want to, but also just knowing that it sits in the same location, it fits into a taxonomy, and you can build the site from that. So keep up to date with new functionality on the Google API. Make sure you're always looking at what new offerings there are there that you can integrate into your website or onto your mobile device, and that is key on the Android platform. Also, make sure that that there's a link between the maps and the images and video. That you can bring those to life so that they all know that they exist and they're all tagged either through metadata or through a taxonomy, that you can pull them together very easily through that content management system. So then moving on to the social side of content and user-generated content. I mean, for me, the two have to go hand in hand. It isn't sort of professional and UGC and different elements. The two come together, and the two make each other work together. The key component is kind of the rapid expansion that we've seen. So social now takes place across the whole travel cycle. It used to be a case that you're creating content or you're sharing content sort of once you come back from your trip. That's no longer the case. You're sharing content throughout the experience. You're sharing it as soon as you're in the destination, you're checking in, you're uploading photos. All of that is happening now in the destination, so we need to sort of think about the speed at which that's happening. Post-travel reviews are still the most prevalent though. That is where the majority of the content is still being created, and the blogs the types of information that we're sharing with each other is a lot of it is after we get back, but that is going to change very rapidly. And in terms of the kind of real-time social, so real-time social is the kind of the updates, the check-ins on Facebook, on Twitter, on TripAdvisor, on Foursquare, all of those that are happening right now, and we're able to use that and build that into, itineraries. So you're pulling together the check-ins of where people have gone and where friends have gone to build a real experience of what have people that I know have done when they went to New York. I can actually see what they do, and pulling that together into a cohesive kind of structure. And this is just what I was reiterating what I was saying before about the different areas where creation is occurring and where consumption is occurring. So you're consuming content really across all areas of the travel site, where you're creating it as a user, if you like, during those sort of three main areas there. And just sort of, I suppose summarising why I think that it has to be professional plus UGC. I think they can both offer different things, but in the end they're bringing that kind of immersive experience together. So professional content, you need content that you can trust. You need to believe that it's coming from the brand. It needs to be in the tone of voice of the hotel group or the airline, so that you can really feel that you're getting something different from that company rather than someone else down the road. Content from professional background can start the debate. It can seed the discussion that's going to go on, and give the community something to kind of start relaying to. It also allows you to have a consistent message. So one of the things we do a lot of work on is ensuring that whenever we create content, it's the same message, it's the same consistency in terms of structure, in terms of tone, right from the first to the last article. And I think that's really, really important, so that wherever your customers are going, they're finding the same type of experience. And then on the UGC side, the key that it can offer is the vast depth. So you're never going to be able to get that same depth from the professional content that you have. Every single tiny restaurant and coffee shop is never going to be listed in that way. So you can build upon it and deepen what you have and provide a different level of knowledge. You can also build up and kind of access the core demographics. So if you know the different personas that you're working with on your site, you can get content from each of those different personas and make sure that they're being fed into the overall strategy that's on the site as well, to make sure that all comes together. And it also provides different perspectives as well. So it's not just the kind of brand perspective. It gives a bit more feeling of the brand and the people that are like you that are also booking with that airline or hotel group. And we can't forget fresh content. Fresh content is key for the search engines and key for driving them up the listings. So they all add together.